says Momodu. Presidential ticket won't divide ADC, says Momodu. And then how coalition into ADC will strengthen APC ahead of 2027. This is according to Festus Keyamo. That the coalition, this ADC coalition, will strengthen APC ahead of the 2027 general election. Okay. June 12th, and the international pursuit of justice for Abiola. This is according to Falana. The illusion of Western superiority, how colonial mentality shapes Nigeria's elite and youth. Tinubu's agricultural nizam is another one again, and then Shall versus Shield, when grammar meets etiquette, by Ruth Oji. Citizens Ikechi, MNEK, and EFCC's brazen impunity, by Ikechi Kwamechi. And then thoughts on negative narratives of Tompolo and Otuaro's detractors is another one you can just get to read there. And then let's delve into politics. Coalition, presidential ticket won't divide ADC, according to Momodu. And then they are enemies of Nigeria. ADC 2023 presidential candidate kicks against coalition. On coalition still, former AGF Malami quits APC, joins ADC. 2027, Atiku, Obi, Buhari's ministers, ex-APC National Working Committee members take over ADC. I am not joining APC or a coalition. I am not joining APC, and I'm not also joining the coalition. Alex Oti shuts down defection rumor. Okay. And then NNPCL declares 1.054 trillion naira profit for May 2025. Let's see if we can touch on some stories here. Anambra killings not targeted at Ebonyi indigents, says police. Police arrest suspects over fraud and, of course, recover $7,000 in Abuja. On kidnappings. Okay. I think I took this earlier yesterday. Huh? I took this yesterday. We move from Vanguard newspaper now, everyone, to Punch. Yeah, punchy headlines, I must tell you, right there. Soludo unveils solution market and bus terminal in Anambra community. Most civil servants lack relevant skills, according to federal government. And then ADC recycling hub for failed political ambition. Tinubu support group speaks. It's a ADC, a recycling hub for failed political ambition. Tinubu support group speaks. Nigeria to end gas flaring by 2030 under new strategy, according to NUPRC. I inherited a country near bankruptcy. This is Tinubu speaking. I inherited a country near, and then reps seek emergency relief for Niger and Kwara victims. ADC leaders step down for Mark Aregbe-Shola to reposition party Nigeria, says Nwosu. It says ADC leaders stepped down for Mark and Aregbe-Shola to reposition the party and then to reposition Nigeria. Nwosu speaking. But then I don't know what's happening now. Coalition won't be easy, but we are ready, according to David Mark. It won't be easy, but we're ready. And then still on coalition, Abuja Hotel cancels booking for unveiling venue, and of course opposition politicians kick. Atiku, Obi, Rufai, Amechi, others attend ADC coalition unveiling in Abuja. Okay, to some other headlines now quickly. ADC recycling hub for failed political ambition. Tinubu support group speaks. Edo poll, APC, PDP confident as Supreme Court holds final verdict. Dele Momodu backs ADC coalition, wants Tinubu against destroying democracy. Defection to ADC, a win for APC. Keyamo speaks. Lamido backs anti-Tinubu coalition, vows to stay in PDP. Lamido backs anti-Tinubu coalition, vows to stay in PDP. And then 2027 coalition, PDP intact. The marketers will face consequences, says Damagum. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me move to another newspaper now. This time around is going to be Daily Thrust. Okay, let me touch on Daily Post. Daily Post first before we move to Daily Thrust. They say all of them they are failed politicians. And now we're looking at, okay, failed politicians here and the masses on the other side. Failed politicians and hunger. Failed politicians and joblessness. A whole lot. A whole lot. Failed politicians and band A, those in band A, band B, band C, band E, band and all of that. Yes, now it's true. Failed politicians and rescue Nigeria. There's a whole lot playing out, my people. There's a whole lot playing out. And someone will ask, should we allow the failed politicians, the hungry politicians who want to come back to power, to fight for, those who were part of the injustices in Nigeria, those who were part of the evils in Nigeria, should we allow these same guys to come back and say they want to rescue anything when they were the cause of it? We'll get there. We'll have a lot to talk about this morning. But let's go first. Okay. Finally, APC takes over Plateau House of Assembly. On PDP crisis, neck decision on Anyanwu, a trap. Atiku scam kicks amidst ADC adoption. 2027 coalition members will take Nigeria backwards. They are enemies of progress. Kachiku is the one speaking. Yeah, beautiful. ADC made up of PDP's old guard. APC members who worked against Tinubu, says Keyamo. I'll take that again. ADC made up of PDP's old guard and of course APC members who worked against Tinubu. We should remind these people of what happened in 2014 also. In life they say whatever goes up must always come down. Nothing is stagnant. All right, that's why I tell people to be careful. Whatever you do, good or bad, you're sowing it in the memory back of your children. Someone will definitely inherit it. The pain or the gain, someone will inherit it. It will come back. It will pay you back somehow. Your friend can become your enemy all of a sudden, just to pay you back, just for God to tell you I am in charge, not you. It's okay. Let's move on. Cross River community protest planned privatization of cocoa estate. Police moves to curtail violence as hoodlums touch huts in Lamode and Guyoko. Yekini Goloba drags Lagos court seeks nullification of his solo ruler's appointment. Lagos government seals property in Ikosiketu over illegal waste disposal. Cross River community protest planned privatization of cocoa estate. I took that earlier. Yobe lawmaker raises alarm over terrorist attack. Troops arrest 25 suspected bandits and kidnappers in Benue. PDP ex-Guba campaign DG resigns as Governor Muswang's aide returns to APC. ADC coalition move has strengthened APC ahead of 2027 elections, says Keyamo. It says ADC coalition, that move has strengthened APC ahead of 2027 elections, says Keyamo. And then it's Nigeria versus APC in 2027. ADC will lead the change. Kenneth Okonkwo. I think I like the way Kenneth is putting it this morning. It says it's Nigeria versus APC in 2027, but ADC will lead the change. I think I like this one. Why Wike cannot join APC? Dele Momodu speaking here. On ADC coalition, 3 things must happen to defeat APC in 2027. Guba candidate Khalil is speaking. And then finally here, I have no business with APC. Dele Momodu declares support for ADC coalition. All right, Daily Trust is next. Daily Trust is next. Daily Trust. Experts disagree with IMF over 3.4% GDP growth forecast. In reprisal, gunmen kill 15 persons in Sokoto. 6 killed, many injured as bandits, vigilantes clash in Kwara State. And then, let's see. NERC issues licenses for about 953 megawatt alternative energy. Impressive Qatar reaches Wimbledon third round. Federal government commissions Kano Digital Industrial Park 11 months after. 4 more here, everyone. 2027, coalition adopts ADC. David Mark, Tinubu's government so much at home with corruption. Reps draw battle line with Senate over bills concurrent. David Mark leading us to Aso Rock, says coalition. And then let me go touch on the Sun newspaper. Coalition, Atiku, Mark, Aregbesola, others face fresh crisis at ADC. Why I will support ADC coalition, according to Dele Momodu. And then Senator Kalu Lords Tinubu, Deputy Speaker for establishing federal institutions in Bende. Don't take advantage of Kanu's detention to cause trouble. IPOB wants Biafra agitators. And then on coalition, Atiku, Mark, Aregbesola, others face fresh crisis at ADC. IMF advises Nigeria to revise 2025 budget. Why I will support ADC coalition, Dele Momodu. And then succession by endorsement, how Tinubu's visit sparks rift in Nasarawa APC. Oshun 2026, Niwa boss canvasses support for APC in Adeleke's hometown. APC will lose 2027 presidential election if it fields Tinubu. Ex-presidential aspirant Ude Ogaranya is the one speaking here. And then coalition takes off, vows to rescue Nigeria from APC's dictatorship. Yekini Goloba sues Lagos government, seeks conferment of Osolo of Isolo. On Mohbad now, court dismisses father's bid to quash legal advice on Naira Marley and Larry. Court dismisses father's bid to quash legal advice on Naira Marley and Larry. Lagos seals property over illegal waste dumping in Ikosiketu. Horiwa seeks death penalty, border fencing, and of course self-defense rights. 2 social media influencers convicted for abusing Naira notes in Ibadan. Anambra denies ethnic motive in Ogboji killings as Ebonyi demands probe. And finally here, Lagos task force arrest 14,000 and of course in pounds 16,625 motorcycles in 1 year. I want to take that again. Lagos task force arrest 14,000 and then in pounds 16,625 motorcycles in 1 year. Get to see the dump site, you'll marvel. Police arrest 2 over machete attack on Rivers community leader. Fire guards Ibadan shopping complex, destroys properties worth millions. Police parade 23 suspect cultists, recover 106 vehicles, arms, kachi, and then some other items in Lagos. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This time around, hey everyone, join me on YouTube. You can watch us live. Just YouTube. Go there right now and check VOP 90.3 FM. Just go there and type that now. To the search bar, everyone. Type VOP 90.3 FM and you're just right there. Get to the comment section. Let's have a robust conversation all together. All right. If you're just joining us, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. And then our WhatsApp number is also open. Our WhatsApp portal is set for all of your messages. 081717 56338. 081717 56338 is the number. That's a WhatsApp number. Okay. And this time around, I want to join Rufai Oseni to give us an analysis of some of these stories. Are we good?
In my last analysis, problem has started already as regards the state of play of the coalition. So a faction of ADC has come out to say that they were not carried along, that Atiku cannot just come and take their party. I mean, this always happens with every political party because you always have a faction that will come out and that will be fought. Even when Peter Obi went to the Labour Party, I remember a certain guy on ground, that said he had been fighting for the leadership of the party and they can't just come and usurp the party from him and all of that. And he was trying to make his point. This was something that I expected that was going to happen. So let's see how they are quickly going to be able to manage this crisis. Most of the time, a lot of these people just want to be involved and be part of the grand party. Some of them too might also be spies, but how quickly you can take care of them and how quickly this coalition can avoid long-winded court cases, because if all of this one push and then court cases start, then court cases can frustrate everything. But because this coalition is up against many factors, if care is not taken, this might lead to a long drawn-out court battle. And once a long drawn-out court battle starts, it will make a lot of people feel disgruntled, and it will make a lot of people feel, very sad, and they will feel like, why are we even part of the coalition in the first place? So this is the very first one they should watch it. In fact, I predicted 2 weeks, but in less than 2 weeks it has started. Secondly, harassment by venues. That's another one. So these are things I called, the little pushbacks. They had booked a venue before that they were going to meet at and all of that, but all of a sudden the venue was saying that, we do not want to continue with this. Those are some of the challenges the coalition will face. And all of these are, preparatory challenges, and they are different from the bigger challenges that they will face internally as regards the plight of things. So take, for instance, some people within the fold, for instance, Governor of Abia State has said he wants to stay in the Labour Party. That is not back and forth as regards this coalition thing. He wants to consolidate what he has already in the Labour Party. They've been able to fight for the sanity of the Labour Party. Will Obi also say the same? He has not said anything much about, this coalition prospect. So let's see how time pans out as regards this. But in no time, once they announce the ADC, you start to see a lot of back and forth and a lot of pushback. Then thirdly, it's now going to be the loyalty tests. So some of the strong hitters in the APC before that are part of this coalition, people like Aregbesola, are they going to be fully loyal to this coalition, or they've had enough of it, or they can solve their problems that they have with Tinubu? But I just tell people this: it's easier for an Aregbesola to be able to solve his problems with Tinubu than to be able to fight to finish at a point in time like this. No matter how hardline things are, they will still be able to solve their problems. So let us see, it's just a matter of time. Some good news: IMF is reviewing Nigeria's GDP growth rate forecast for 2025. They are projecting a 3.4 increase. Some parameters are coming out as regards that, and let's see how all of this pans out in the coming days. I mean, these are interesting times. So the projected forecast for October last year was about 3.2, and 2024. Nigerian authorities have implemented reforms over the past 2 years that have improved macroeconomic stability and enhanced resilience. The authority has removed fuel subsidies. I mean, these are all the blah, 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 blah things they will normally say as regards that. So, okay, Supreme Court reserved judgment in Igodalo's appeal challenging the election of Monday Pebble has gone. So after hearing arguments from lawyers on Wednesday, 5-man panel of the Apex Court, led by Mohammed Gaba, said the day for judgment was communicated to the parties. The appeal was filed by People's Democratic Party, Asu Igodalo, whose appeal was argued by Ken Mosia and prayed the apex court to void Okpebholo's elections. However, Kanu Agabi counsel to INEC asked the court to dismiss the appeal in its entirety. So there's this back and forth. I mean, let's see how ASWE will be able to meander through all of this, and let's see how this is going to go. Obi has submitted a one-term proposal to coalition. I think politicians should stop doing this. One-term proposal is when they get there, they will consolidate on power. So when they talk about one-term, people have made those one-term agreements in the past. Let's say it pans out. Yunus Tanko has said President Peter Obi, presidential candidate of the Labour Party in 2023, has submitted a one-time proposal to the coalition. He added that the candidate from the South elected president in the next election must be prepared to leave office on May 28, 2031 in line with an unwritten power sharing agreement and the zoning principle. Okay, let's see how that pans out. On Tuesday, the coalition adopted African Democratic Congress as its vehicle of ambition. And Tanko, who spoke at a chieftaincy ceremony in Gobe, said Obi has laid down his proposal before the coalition. It's interesting now when people say these things, but only time will tell. And let's see how it pans out. SIM card activation, Altin, Association of Licensed Telecom Operators Nigeria, says there will be a temporary disruption of SIM-related services across mobile networks. They said this disruption follows a directive from National Identity Management Commission mandating mobile operators to transit to a new national identity verification platform. He said the migration process, which directly impacts real-time identity verification required for SIM registration, mobile numbers, and all, have caused technical challenges. So while the new platform is intended to enhance integration and efficiency of identity management during this period, MNOs will not be able to support SIM swap, SIM replacement, and activation of new subscribers. The question is, how long is this going to last? And at least we have been informed now. So if you have challenges as regards your SIM card verification and all of that process, let's see how it pans out. As regards the Hadi Sirika's case, and that's why when some image makers for Buhari are coming out to say that he came out broke, he didn't perpetrate any corruption. In the courts yesterday, as regards the Hadi Sirika case, there was one of the witnesses that reported how Hadi Sirika paid, his people that were related to him for government work. I mean, the truth has to be said. You don't bring any of your relation into government work where you oversee. It doesn't all go well in the end. So if that happened under Buhari, and a lot of people keep playing that, Buhari was a saint and all of that, then we should be able to introspect on these things properly and be able to look and see how can we effectively, scrutinize the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, because there were many allegations, and right after he left, there were many people that were indicted, at his administration. So let's just see how all of this pan out. The Hadi Sirika case is still in court. And some information, the National Board of Technical Education has approved City Mechanic Automobile as a skill training center. The letter reads that subsequent to verification by the board of the skill training center, I'm directed to inform you the executive secretary approved the center to operate skill training center. So it's at Gate 2, Ladipo Oluwole Street of Oba Akram. Based on the new arrangement, sectoral awarding body will be responsible for the assessment of trainees, while the National Business and Technical Examinations Board will issue certificates based on recommendation for sectoral board awareness. So I mean, this is a good one because City Mechanic has done a lot of work with us right here in the past. In fact, we used to have an auto show on VOP.
Hello, Rufai? Yeah, on VOP, exactly.
So like I was saying, I mean, they have done a lot of work with us in the past, and we had also, used them as a platform to be able to empower people in auto mechanic training and the like. So this is a viable one, and this is something, and I deliberately announced this because this is something that a lot of people can do. There are lots of young people that are, jobless, that can make a lot, out of auto mechanic and, the training circle of that, and how we can, help lives and help them get a whole lot better. So And that's why I'm pushing this out there, you know, so that people can scrutinize this
Sorry about
and get a whole lot better, with this. So, like I said, the first implosion that will befall the ADC, this new coalition party, has started. Hear this. This is a response David Mark appointed as ADC interim chairman. My response: Dear ADC family, fellow Nigerians, it is with great amusement I have watched the former President Atiku led group announce the takeover of national leadership of the ADC. As expected, I've been inundated with a lot of calls. The fact of the matter as follows: the Atiku-led group had some form of alliance with former leadership of the party, Ralph Nwosu. The tenure of the Nwosu-led executive elapsed in 2022. He continued to parade himself as the chairman of the party, was subject to various litigations in different courts across the country. From the foregoing, I want to pose the following questions. Can you build something on nothing? Can you shave a man's head in his absence? Can you enter a man's house through the back door? Can you declare yourself landlord? These yesterday men who represent a bad chapter in Nigeria's history have bought a bad market for a man who represents a bad chapter in ADC's past. Nigerians have watched with amazement at this group of mostly geriatrics shopping around for a political party to prosecute their chopping must continue ambition. This further cements the opinion most hold that the political parties in Nigeria stand for nothing and will fall for anything. And they have told us that they are fighting for the rights of ordinary people and they are on a rescue mission. But what is confusing to Nigerians is that they want to rescue that these men are made up of that the Nigerians that they want to rescue is that these men are made up of former vice presidents, former governors, ministers, the same people who have presided over these affairs of this nation in the past 4 decades. We have nothing to show for their decades of leadership other than being seen as a nation divided by tribe and religion and thriving in mediocrity. We're a nation lacking in the basics whose majority are poor, and we are watching those who set fire on our nation saying that they are the fire brigade. No, you are not. You're a bunch of greedy and selfish old men who believe in the political power that is your birthright, and you stand for nothing other than your selfish interest, and you pay any price to hold political office. Nigerians are tired of the generation and reject everything that you have to offer. Nigerians yearn for new names, new faces, and fresh ideas. We yearn for a Nigeria that thrives on meritocracy and de-emphasizes tribe and religion. We dream of a nation that works for all, irrespective of religion. We want a nation that works for all. If you seek to be part of the APC, do the proper thing, come through the front door. We're a party of decent people. I strongly suspect that you'll be shopping for another party very soon. We, the members of African Democratic Party, wish you bon voyage. Thank you. Like I said before, the fight has started in the new political party fold. I'm talking about the ADC fold, like I predicted rightly.
All right, Rufai, thank you so much for that analysis. The fight go start, and we're seeing it already. You're seeing it already, and that's why I quickly want to have this conversation with Barrister Darlington Agumo. Yes, I want to have this conversation with him, and let's understand how far all this will go. Seriously, let's join Barrister Darlington quickly, everyone. Good morning, Barrister. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Hello.
What's going on? Can you hear me? I can hear you clearly, Barrister.
Yeah, I come in today. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I think I can.
Okay. Now, let's get talking quickly because of our time. We have a lot to cover.
Okay.
Kachuku is saying that this coalition, first of all, maybe I should ask you your take as regards this coalition, the members, the people making up this coalition. How far? Do you have any objection with these names? Do you see that some names are funny there? What's your take on the coalition, generally speaking?
There is nothing wrong with coming together. That those who supported Tinubu, they are dumbfounded with what they are seeing today. We told them, but they didn't listen. I didn't say anything wrong in the coalition at all. After all, APC came together. And if you check, it is the members of CPC that made APC that are grumbling today in APC. They are the ones that left APC, and they are the ones joining ADC today. So there's nothing wrong. The only thing that constant in life is change. It's change. So I didn't say anything wrong with it, though.
Okay, but what would you now fault Kachiku when he said that the coalition members will take Nigeria backwards and that they are enemies of progress?
Please, who is Kachiku in the first place? Have you forgotten what happened?
He's the presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress in the 2023 election.
Good. You saw how he defeated Moralu at Obasanjo Presidential Library when that election was conducted. Was he supposed to win? Was it not because of Kachuku that Moralu left ADC? Because of how the vote panned out. Moralu came out and was very bitter. Who is Kachuku and Moralu? You saw the presentation of both of them. You saw the oratory of Moralu. Who is Kachuku? Is he a match to Moralu? So, if he is talking, I don't know, the elections are over. So, his presidential ambition is over. He is a featherweight in that party. The chairman of the party, who happens to be Wosu, in fact, who founded the party, has ushered in ADC people. So, what is his own there? He's a spoiler. All the while he was in ADC, what has he done? Is it not this coalition that has brought up the name of ADC now? Look at the caliber of people coming into ADC. He is calling them names. Is he better than any of them? Is he better than any? Let him go back and tell the whole world how he won that primaries against Moralu. Let him start from there. Let's see whether he's a saint himself.
He added that the coalition is dominated by older politicians, declaring that the same figures who have long held power are still positioning themselves to lead, while younger Nigerians remain sidelined. Now, let me quote him. He said, they are enemies of Nigeria. They are enemies of progress. Nigerians can no longer be fooled. Nigerians from all walks of life watched the video. I just saw it today, and what you saw in that hall were former this and former that, former vice president, former governors, former ministers. All these formers are taking Nigeria back to its former glory.
It's true. We are tired of that propaganda. Moses was 80 years when God called him to go and rescue the Israelites. 80 years. So when you are going on a hunting expedition, a Kamichude, do you know that there is a special dog that is trained for hunting expedition? Is that not true? So if you don't use that particular dog, you will not make a game in the bush. Thank God he said that they are old. So these are old horses. They know the game even more than Tinubu. That is the truth. They know the game more than Tinubu. If not for these people, tell me who will not do it. Tell me who will do it. The better that they are coming together against Tinubu is more than enough. Let us have a change. Why didn't he bring his own young people now? Since he was in ADC, what has he done? Why didn't he bring his own young people? Let me see what they can do. Some of them don't even have transport fare to come for a meeting. That hotel they paid for, who paid for it? Was it to Kachuku? That expensive hotel in Abuja that disappointed them. Was it the Kachuku that paid for it? Please, we are past all those things. God has said it that all have sinned and come short of his glory. Yet he allowed all of us to be here. We are all living by the mercy and grace of God. Leave all that propaganda. If not for some of these bad men, the world will not move around though. The world will not move around.
If you feel it's propaganda, maybe we should also weigh the words of Festus Keyamo. When he tweeted, he said, what happened earlier today with the movement of the so-called coalition into ADC is the greatest factor that has strengthened the APC ahead of the election. Now, let me point something very vital he mentioned. He said, by law, you cannot operate from or belong to two or multiple political parties. So, It is safe to say that their open declaration for ADC today is a clear abandonment of their previous parties. In fact, belonging to two political parties is a ground for disqualification of an election. Would you look at that?
He's talking to himself. Is there any law that says you cannot move to another party? These people that are defecting into APC, has he complained about them? Yeah. Well, when people run into APC, it is all well and good. But when people now leave APC to another party, it is unlawful. Where is the law? Which law? His principal has a passport of Equatorial Guinea or so. Is it not on record that Tinubu is parading himself as a dual citizen of Nigeria? Is it not on record? Yaya Bello has a 2 voters card. You know, when it has to do with APC people, they will keep silent. But when it has to do with other people, they will not go and look for where the law is. These people that are defecting into APC, what happened to them? The lawmakers that defected in Rivers State, have they decided the case up to today? Kuyabo is serving APC and Tinubu, so he can say all manner of things. Let them go to INEC and let's see how unlawful it is.
I would want to draw his statement again. Let me point out something. Sometimes I feel we shouldn't take the words of these men for granted. I understand that the APC will not sleep. Yes, they are working too. Don't forget Barrister Darlington. Now, he said, the emergence of ADC as presently constituted marks the formal disembowelment of the PDP, hitherto Nigeria's strongest opposition party. Majority of the old guard in the PDP who have apparently lost control of the party have been pushed out of the party by the younger talks within the party. That is why the Guardian of today was a conglomerate of former this and former that of the PDP. No matter how you look at it, this is just Atiku's faction of the PDP in desperate search for the 2027 presidential ticket. Nothing more, nothing less. This was what Festus Keyamo said. Don't you think it's true?
It is not. When Wike was playing a yeoman's game with the PDP, what did Kiyamo say? We are not the one that we are sponsoring Kiyamo to do all the things he did in PDP. We are not the ones. Are you telling me that Kiyamo is happy with all that Wike is doing? Playing a double agent. He's in APC, he's in PDP, causing problems here and there. And the APC just accommodated him because he is doing a hatchet job. Is that what Kiyamo is telling me now that is proper? These people say that, look, we don't want any problem. You people like violence. We don't like violence. Let us go to a peaceful place and then pursue our dream. Why is the Kiyamo talking now? You mean they should have taken gun and go to INEC and say, oh yeah, INEC, recognize our constitution, because chairmanship or leadership of any party is an internal affair. Why would you interfere? That of Labour Party that the court have ruled up to today, INEC has refused to do the ruling of the court. All this, it is all well and good because it favors APC. Is that what the Kiyamo is telling me? That people should continue to wait for them so that they will decide their fate. It cannot happen. Look, let me tell the Kiyamo and Co. They should go back. Go back. It was the election that caused the problem in 1966. I hope you are aware. I hope you are aware. If they want to reenact history, there's no problem. When this rain falls, it will fall on everybody. The rain will not get enemy, it will not get friend. If they allow this rain to fall on Nigeria, no problem. But let me say it, no country survive 2 civil wars. No country. If they are praising Tinubu with what he's doing, let them remember that there is always the consequences for every action.
Barrister Darlington, let me ask you a very straightforward question. Don't you think really, between you and I, don't you think these politicians are some sort of selfish politicians who just want to find another opportunity to get back to power?
I don't think so. Hold on. I don't think so. If Tinubu were to be doing very well, no, this coalition wouldn't have come. He presented the impetus. He brought about this coalition. If you check, it's not about APC, it's about Tinubu. Even APC people, they are praying for a savior in their own party. Someone that will come and save them from Tinubu's hand. Because it's becoming overbearing. Are you telling me that APC are happy? One man is not synonymous with an entire party. He decides who will be what. Are you telling me that this coalition is not needed at this time? Because look at the way Tinubu is going. In the history of this country, have you seen any president that has gone this far? Have you seen? Have you had? So there's no other alternative. Change is constant. If people will come and misbehave, Nigerians will cry out and look for another. That's it.
But would you blame the president when he said that he inherited a country near bankruptcy? Everyone,
it's a lie. You can't be treated. It's a lie. What people have been doing in office is lie, propaganda. A country that is near bankrupt cannot be behaving the way Tinubu is behaving. He cannot. Look at what he did in the first 2 months of his presidency. Look at the extravagant spending, lavish spending for that matter. Does it tell you that there was no money? The money he borrowed from IMF and all that, the subsidy he removed, where are the money? It can't be treated. So it's a lie. He was just using that word to hoodwink Nigeria. If there was no money, can he be behaving the way he's behaving? No, tell me. He just showed the doing for Nigeria. All the while I ready for. But it can't be treated. Please tell me. Can you tell me one single thing Tinubu has told you that is true? Just mention one thing Tinubu told you. That you turned out to be true. Mention it for me. They are using Buhari to cover up. Is Buhari not their candidate? Who brought Buhari into office? Was it not Tinubu? So why is he pretending? If they want to, they will not call out today. He inherited it from who? Call him out now. Call him out to come and explain where the money went to.
Khalil, a Guba candidate, Malam Ibrahim Khalil, who is the African Democratic Congress ADC governorship candidate in the 2023 general election in Kano State, has expressed optimism. I want to tell his path this morning. I want to relay his words. That there are things, the ADC needs to do, to win election. If 3 strategic conditions are fulfilled, ADC will win election. If not, they should forget it. Barrister, let's look at the 3 things he mentioned. Number 1, he said, first, the new entrants into the party must give full support to the existing leadership and structures. 2, if the complaints Nigerians are making are genuine, they should throw their weight behind this movement. 3, the third one is, if the ruling party fails to reform its internal system and continues on this path that have triggered public outcry, then without a doubt we will defeat them. These were his words. How would you weigh these words?
Most of the conditions he gave us, it is not within the purview of the new entrants. These are things that are outside their control. Exactly.
How do you mean outside their control?
Yes, like the ruling party. Are they the one to tell them to do the needful? Is it the ADC that will tell the APC to do the proper reform that will benefit Nigerians? It's not ADC now. Then rally around the new entrants in ADC. It will look on the Nigerian people. It's not even within them. Because if you begin to, like we are hearing now, Atiku is not good, Rufai is not good. You have forgotten that God used a Saul and he became a Paul in the Bible. Is that not true? With all the infamy that Saul committed, he turned out the greatest apostle of faith. He wrote almost 14 books in the New Testament. This was a man who was persecuting Christians. So human beings can change. It can change. There nothing is cast on stone. Nothing is beyond God. The devil you see today can turn out to be a saint tomorrow.
Okay.
When he does, we can now say, okay, he's now a better person. Why not? When Saul became Paul, was it not accepted by the brethren? Was it not accepted with all the miracle he did? So Tinubu is unrepentant. He has not changed and he will never change. It's like a snake that will always be long. If Tinubu leaves the character he has today, how can he be the person that he has already programmed to be? He cannot change. Because that's his character. That's the only way he can succeed in whatever he wants to do. Brigandage, violence, propaganda, lies.
You see, some persons feel that the APC should not field President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, let me tell the part of Ude Ogaranya this morning, you know, a chieftain of the party, and of course, it's 2019 presidential aspirant. He said that that APC will lose 2027 presidential election if it fields Tinubu.
Please, let me ask you. What you said now, is it possible that APC will not feed Tinubu? Who is that person again? When they are giving him a sole ticket, did you see the endorsement all over the place? Is there any other person in APC now that is what his thought? Mention the person. It's only Tinubu. So if you are talking about not feeding, that one is past tense. It cannot work. Because Tinubu is not planning to win an election. He's planning to rig. He's already planning to rig. That's the only way. He did it in 2023. He wouldn't want to be a one-time president. He wouldn't want to be a one-time president. And that is where the problem will come. That is where the problem will come. Because Nigerians are ready this time around. You did it the other time and succeed. This time around, with this coalition, they will not allow him to do it again.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone feel very free to join the conversation this morning. And after Barrister Darlington, I'll get to open up the studio line so you can be part of the conversation. But before we end this conversation, Barrister Darlington, the coalition is already facing, I don't know what to call it now, some issues, so to speak. You know, there are issues already. Just all of a sudden, some persons are coming out to say, well, this cannot happen. You cannot just walk into, this party and you want to take over. You want to take charge. You want to be the god of this political party. It's not possible. And some persons are saying, hey, these are people who are sent from the opposition party. These are people who are sent from the ruling party, to cause chaos in, the ADC. Do you think so?
Look, wherever they are coming from, as long as the present leadership of ADC has all resigned to make way for the new entrant, any other irritant is wasting his or her time. Yes, as long as Nwosu, who is believed to be the founder of the party, has given way, he has surrendered his position. Okachukwu and his cohort are wasting their time. They just need their palm to be greased.
Oh, really?
After all, yes, that's the only thing they want, nothing else. If not, what else is he looking for?
They said the party is not. They said the party is not for sale. ADC is not for sale.
It's true. We had it when P2B entered the Labour Party, and they made and brought the Labour Party to limelight. I ask you again, what has Okachukwu contributed in ADC? When they contested, did he win? Did he even make it in the 10th position? Nothing. To tell you that he's just a spoiler. He knows he's a featherweight politically. He's a featherweight. And somebody is coming to bring him to limelight and is making noise. Look, there are 18 parties. I hope you know. It will not take the new entrant to move to any other party. Let them remain where they are. Left to me, there are choices. If God wants to use you and you say no, he has many other people to use. That's why he created many of us. Over 8 billion human beings on earth. God will always find somebody to do his job. That is a certain is a fact. So he should not brag that this and that. They should put him where he belongs. He's going to court. Court to do what? who hijack what? The leadership of the party resign on their own. And you, who don't holding any political position in that party, who is not even holding any DC, you are making noise. On what ground? Let them continue to make noise now.
The leadership of the party, like you mentioned. Now, let me bring in the leadership of the party indeed. And let me bring in Nyesom Wike to play right now. Do you think Nyesom Wike will leave the PDP? Now he's like he's alone. And hold on. He's like he's alone. Nobody wants to get attached to him. Nobody wants to do anything with him. But then Dele Momodu is now saying this guy, even if nobody want to do anything with him in the PDP, he cannot leave the PDP to APC. If not, if he does that, he will lose his authority. What do you think?
I don't think so. Very soon, Wike and Tinubu will clash. They are going to fall out. With this investigation in Abuja about a land matter, you will see what will happen. Because no matter how friendly you are with Tinubu, don't tamper with land where he is holding authority. Go and ask people in Lagos. Don't play with Tinubu when it comes to land. The moment you go there, Tinubu will come out after you. So I don't think Wike knew this. Already he has said that they should investigate Wike. And very soon, Tinubu will discover that Wike has become a liability. He will become a liability because in Rivers State now they are waiting for him there. Let me see where he will now go to. I told him how it will pan out. I don't need anybody to tell me this. Very soon, Wike will become a liability. In fact, a political orphan. A political orphan. That will happen when you set your house on fire. Let me see where you run to when the rain come. He dissolved PDP, Abi. Let him go back to PDP now. Let him go back there. And let him be doing what is in the PDP and be doing it in APC. Let me see how APC people will tolerate him. He is a gunner. Forget it, he's a gunner.
Some says if he wants to find out that he's strong, he has strong wings, he should decamp to the APC and meet the big wigs there. And let's see the position he can.
Exactly. That's what I told him earlier. I said, Wike, beware the eyes of March. The eyes of March has come for Wike. If you see now, he has become a bit quiet. All the conditions they get Fubara and other, even Fubara can defect to another party in Rivers State. And as at that time, they will be helpless. Because the power resides with the people. Yes, he can't go to Rivers and command anybody now. He said he wants to collect all the... In fact, he made me say, he has collected all the land in Rivers State, not only the local government. Let me see what will happen with the people. Because they have already promised Rufai that wherever he goes, he's going with them. So who have promised Wike that they are going with him in Rivers State? Who?
In the words of Dele Momodu, he says that he was telling Wike, he said, if you have Tinubu behind you, you will be powerful. I dare Wike to join the APC tomorrow. If Wike has the guts, he should join the APC. The other day, Tinubu told him he is welcome to join the APC. He cannot because of him. It is better to resign in hell than to serve in heaven. He is he's done.
Yes, I told you. Yes, he's now in a quandary. Wike is now in suspense. How will he campaign? How can he be campaigning for APC and be campaigning for PDP? He can't be cheated. Is it possible? Hold on. Is it possible? You can see how foolishness can destroy a man. When the Bible said that my people perish for lack of knowledge, this is it. Wike didn't record with all this when he was jumping all over the place. How can he campaign for APC and be campaigning for PDP when the campaign starts? How? No, tell me how. Oh, you can see now. Foolishness at the highest level.
Barrister Darlington Agumo, I want to say thank you so much for having this conversation with us this morning.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much. Yeah. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. I'll go on a very short break, and when I come back, it will be time to take your calls and read your messages. Join us again.
It's time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for the October 2025 and January 2026 intakes at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right from Ghana. For more information, contact us at +234 0701 708 9214 or email us at nigeria@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Time now to take your calls, but you know what? You will keep it very, very civil for me. All right, just 60 seconds for everyone. A minute. 60 seconds is enough for you. Just call in and hit it, and that's it. Mind what you say on the national radio. Okay, be civil in your language, okay, and use of your words. Be very, 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 very civil. Move away from your radio set or turn down the volume so we can hear each other. All right, thank you so much. Let's begin here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ikambi Jude.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Great.
My name is Mary. I'm calling from Western Town.
All right.
You see, this coalition is the best news that will happen to Nigeria. Is the best political news because, like we know, Nigeria cannot survive another. Even these 2 years of delivering ourselves, we don't even know how the country is going to fare in all ramifications. I think the best thing is for these people to come together, and whether they are calling them names or whatever, like we know in the Bible, Saul became a champion in the Holy Book. Having written more than 12 or 13, almost about 14 scriptures, but he was a former enemy of Christians. So whoever that God used to restore Nigeria out of evil is the best. That is just the truth because Nigeria can't afford.
All right, thank you.
For some weekend, every drug has a expiry date. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So,
thank you so much for your time. All right, let's just keep it 1 minute, everyone. 60 seconds. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where you calling from? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Matthew.
All right.
My name is Matthew. I'm calling from Okafa, Ejibo.
Okay.
Yeah. Ikamijide, there's one thing that is lacking in this our media space. In Western world, we see public people. You rate a government. Public opinion polls. What is wrong with our media? We have not seen any opinion poll of this administration. Why are you people not giving out the opinion poll? That is in America, in Europe, anywhere. After 1 month, 2 months, a poll is published. Then you can rate, not what we are seeing in the television papers. Read them so that the APC will know where they belong.
Okay.
We are challenging VOP to make opinion poll. That is the only civilized way we can go now.
That's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
We'll look
much.
into that. Thank you. Thank you. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Hello, good morning to you. Oh, let's come here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is the voice of Okuk. I'm calling from Ojo.
Okay.
Yes, it's a pity in the country that we are today. It's a pity. Because if any reasonable person can come out to tell anybody in this country that what is happening in this country is right. In fact, look at when they are doing plenary, you will see that these people are mocking Nigerians. They don't even care about what is happening, insecurity everywhere, killings, kidnapping on daily basis. This is not how to rule a country, for God's sake. Now they are calling the coalition. They say that the coalition doesn't have any vision. The present government, do they have vision for this country? It is a pity. It's a pity. My brother, if you go to this, I'm telling you with all sincerity, if you go out on the street of Nigeria today in this Lagos, you will see that people are suffering. A lot of people are crying. The coalition, even though they maybe at the end of the day they might not win, let it be a coalition. Let them remove the present government and bring another person. If the person fails, we will now cry out again to bring the person out again.
Thank you.
It is a pity. It is a pity.
Thank you so much. Let's leave it there. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where you calling from? Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello. My name is Obinna. Good morning.
Let's go.
Tinubu will use Nigerian money, not that I'm supporting him, to fight Nigerians. Tinubu can spend any amount of money to make sure that this coalition did not work. Whatever he's doing is using Nigerian money to scatter everywhere. I studied Tinubu very well. Let Nigeria not allow Tinubu to win 2027 because we will see the other side of Tinubu. It will be very hot to Nigerians. Thank you.
It's Friday night.
All right, thank you so much for calling. Hello, good morning here. What's your name
morning,
and
sir.
where you calling from? Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. This is Remy calling from London.
London. Good morning.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Thank you for picking my call. Now, a quick one. Look, in leadership, in the past, I always look for leaders that have no blemish on their hands to come and take over. But reading lately, I realized that Kwame Nkrumah, who was one of the greatest things that has ever happened to Africa, as greatest and as good as he was, he had his flaw. And one of his flaws was his attempt to make Ghana a one-party state. And that probably led to his undoing the military takeover in 1966. However, in the events in Nigeria today, Keyamo coming out to speak is an indication of panic attack in the camp of APC. You see, I'm not saying any of these guys are saints, but when politicians have the mind that they can be removed by the people, they will think well and think twice before they messed up every opportunity given to them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Remy, from London. Thank you. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning.
This is Boy Listen calling from Afromedia.
Let's go.
Yeah. Can you see the way we are? Look at the way we are. Look at Festus Keyamo. Can you hear him? Is this the same Festus Keyamo we knew those days? You see the way we are? You see how people can just change automatically? Eh? Just because he's been fed with some, he's been given an appointment. Look at the way he's not talking. Just the way, amen. Nigerians should wake up. Nigerians should wake up. Let us just try our best to vote these people out.
Okay.
That is just the ultimate, if they will allow us to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello, good morning here.
Good morning, Jude Kame.
Good morning.
Yeah, Batters calling from Egweda.
Batters, let's have you.
Shame to Wike. Shame to Festus Keyamo. Nigerians is going to put them under shame this time around. 2027 is coming. We are waiting for them. So these people that are saying all these things, so Tinubu is doing fine in the office. Are they not living in Nigeria? So they don't have relatives. I don't know what is wrong with these people. So as we are living now, so before we are buying fuel at the rate of 900 naira, 950 naira. When Jonathan is ruling, or common how much? 87 naira. Every protest everywhere. Today now we are buying fuel 950 naira. Oh God, what is all this? I pray that this coalition is going to work. God have already signed the coalition. Is going to work. Whether it's bad people that are planning this coalition, we are supporting them. Nigeria is supporting them. Everything is going to work out in Jesus' name.
Okay, thank
Amen.
you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, can you do well done?
Good morning.
Yes, I'm very, very sad over Rufai analysis this morning. He started playing the voice note of Ibe Kashuku. In a political analysis, what you do first is to welcome the new coalition. This is a good development because both of see this barbaric and evil government. He looked at and began to say, I don't know why Rufai become a prophet. It's a prophet of doom. This coalition will work. Let me tell you, God can use anybody.
What you say someone is a prophet of doom is a wrong statement. Now I told you to be civil. I told you whatever it is, it's his own opinion. If you don't like it, just say yours, okay? Don't attack people, all right? We love to sanitize the airwaves here. Please mind what you say. You're on the national radio. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Jude, I greet you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Babaji. Honestly, I'm still skeptical. I'm afraid the party they choose. I wish they register the new party they wanted to form. I think it will be better. But I don't know, Judy, whether later if they register the party, they can move to that new party. Because Nigeria, we know, this government can use anything to frustrate the coalition. So what Rufai said, I think the man has said something very meaningful. People don't understand. Because this government we have, they can do anything to frustrate you. So I'm still praying if they can form the ADA. Is it not ADA they wanted to form? If they can form the ADA and INEC register the ADA, I think they should move back to that ADA because of litigation.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your concerns. Okay, let me see if I can read some messages now. Let me read your messages. Good morning. Just like what Barrister Darlington said this morning, Wike's downfall will be worse than that of Idi Amin of Uganda. The coalition will only work if Peter Obi is made the presidential candidate of the ADC. Ima from Lafenwa, Itile. Okay, let's see this other message. Good morning. And in fact, Barrister Darlington has given a brilliant and perfect analysis that gladdened my mind this morning. Kudos to him. Ndube is a Cosmos Ikeja is the one speaking now. And then let's see what this person is saying. Okay. I believe that Nigeria will be better one day. Coalition is going to be a big hurricane. Let's wait for 2027 and do the needful. Have a blessed day, Jude, from HRHB Sunwoko in Oshodi. Thank you for your message. All right, good morning. Okay, please help me to tell Barrister Darlington to... What did you say? Okay, good morning, handsome presenter. Please help me to tell Barrister Darlington to help me in his sister... okay. It's okay. All right, let's read some more messages this morning. Good morning, Jude. APC remains solid. Discontented individuals have joined ADC. PDP is set to present its candidate. If Obi felt this sidelined, he might be difficult. It might be difficult for him to return to Labour or seek other platforms. The key financiers of PDP are shifting their support to APC, and this trend continues. The private sector elites are unlikely to engage in the same risky behaviors they did in 2027. Many are now closely aligned with power or with those in power. Okay, thank you. Tunde from Ijegun, appreciate you. Let's look at what Michael from Answani is saying. He said, Mr. Darlington has said it all. I want to see when the night gets darker, the day is about to break. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's leave it there. Well, you brought an apolitical barrister. That is 99% of your listeners' new mind already in the talk. Okay, what's your name? Chidi from Mojo Barracks. Okay, let's move on. Barrister Darlington's commentary frequently does what now? Okay, it's okay. Thank you. ADC is a party to beat in 2027. Obinna from Okota. Okay, thank you. Whatever you say, it's fine. Good morning, Julia and VOP family. Now, Kechiku will be the next Abure in LP and Wike in PDP. Mark my word. Kachiku may now start smiling to the bank from APC political patronage. So Keyamo is still a lawyer and knows law and constitution with all the lawlessness in APC. Wonder shall never end. A bankrupt country cannot have a presidential, spending extravagantly and living ostentatiously, and having ostentatious living or whatever you have to say. May God save our land. Abechi, not let me bite my tongue. Good morning. Coalition must succeed, whether it is ADC or any other existing party. Leo from Lagos is the one saying that. Good morning, VOP. Governor of Ebonyi State, Francis Nwifuru, should take serious actions over the killing of Ebonyi people in Anambra State, and Governor Soludo should also do the same, because such killing is not an ordinary one. Also, Chikwado, MP from Igondo, Lagos. And then, what's your name now? Obi said he will spend one term, and your analyst Latif is doubting him. Must you use 8 years to make a country great? Awolowo was able to make West great before, just with 4 years. Obasanjo was able to stabilize the debt of Nigeria before the end of his first tenure. Traore is not up to 4 years now, and he is dealing gallantly, or is doing gallantly. So let us be discouraged, or let's not be discouraged. Barrister is on point. 8:18 a.m. Let's see if I can take more messages. Couple of calls still coming in. Good morning. This is good to have. It is good to have the coalition and ADC party as a moving train. Let's see how it goes. Tell Festus Kayamo that the jungle will mature very soon. We're tired of APC government. Change is constant. Churchill from Ikorodu. And then, good morning, Judah. Let me ask this question. If the people in ADC are bad, what about the people in ruling party? Are they the saints? Remember, in Nigeria, no party that has no crisis. Please, let Rufai leave the coalition party alone. Village man from Idimu sent that message to me. What's your name? You sent a very lengthy one. Additional Wasiu. Thank you so much for your message. Appreciate that. Okay. What's your name again? Pastor Gabriel Ekuma. Thank you so much for your message. And then, I have to go now. But you know what? I will be back by 10:30. 10:30, we will talk. We'll continue this conversation. I'll read more of your messages and, of course, take your calls. More of it. Everyone. Because of our time, I have to go. On social media, that is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. I am IKAMIJUDEH. It's just one word. IKAMIJUDEH. That is Ikami Jude. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I love you all so much, and I will be back much more later to have a beautiful morning. I'm out of here. See you later.
Please note,